Good evening, guys. It's 4:36 p.m. Today is Tuesday, and market is waiting for Fed meetings tomorrow. I think, right? Tomorrow or day after. I think it's tomorrow. So the idea today, based on that fact, that price is not going to go anywhere. So it's going to be neutral. So that is what it says. We are neutral and favoring both sides. See, because it's a neutral price action, so you can do both ways. Fading basically. You have to go against the market trend during the daytime time. So if market is going down, you look for longs. With specific conditions. And if it is going up, you look for down movement. So basically, it's a neutral. It will be a neutral price action. That means, that is what I said in Discord. That means if price is going up and up, it will pause at one point in time, and that area will become a high of the day. And once it establishes that high, then market will tank and go back to the low wherever it started the up move, or if started the down move first, then it will pause at some point and it will reverse back up to the top. That's how the neutral day works, right? So that's why we are open for both sides. If we miss the first side, whichever side it is, we can take the second side. So now, based on that fact, I said I will skip the trading today. So most of us, we skip the trading. I think only handful of members took the trade today, and I also ended up taking 1-2 trades today. Anyway, I was not planning to trade, but then I saw a bottom. Okay, so I took it. Because the whole idea was price is not going to go anywhere. So since it was already exhausted to the downside first, it makes sense to look for longs. But that longs will come with a pain, because the way it went down, obviously people are trying to short and short and short, right? And somebody will try to buy and buy and buy, So it will do a gridlock for a time being, and then it will move, So that is what happened essentially. So there are specific criteria to look for, when the move pauses, right? Then you look for a criteria. Discord members knows it, what to look for, and then, we look for longs, okay? So most likely price will not go anywhere, it will stay range bound, blah, 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 right? And it will move between backup buyers to backup sellers, or preferred buyers to preferred sellers area, right? So it will basically stay within these areas. Look for fail breakout, fail breakdown today, So fading was the idea today, not going with the direction. Fading was the idea. That's why I didn't take a short, So that was the whole reason, Not going with the flow, but go against the flow when you see certain condition is establishing, So the condition is, I'm not going to explain everything, if you are watching my videos, you will know. But that was the condition. That was the condition. Okay. 64 was the level I said in Discord. That is where it's going. So 64 touch. Condition established. Price went to touch 64. Slice through this. And this is your long. Easy peasy. Okay, now you can go long here also, but that requires some expertise, right? Because you are like forecasting something here that this will become a low of the day, right? Which is hard to do it. So I ended up taking trade here 78, because that I thought at that time that 78 could be the low, right? Then price balance, but then it break down, right? So condition did not satisfy. So I took a loss here, 4 point. Okay. Then it went down to close to 67. At that time NQ was touching to 60. See, that is what I was expecting. The max for the day to 6 preferred buyers area. See that? So preferred buyers area to preferred sellers area, which is this, right? Or preferred sellers to preferred buyers. That's the range expectation, right? See, and ES is close to backup buyers area almost, right? So it's like backup to backup, or preferred to preferred, right? So since ES went below preferred area, right here, right? Most likely it will go to where? Backup buy area there, right? That is where it went. That's why there was a long setup here. See that? Same time NQ was hitting 280 and 260, you know. So it makes sense. Both are into that area. Idea is a range bound, neutrality, price is exhausted, into a good support in both of them together in our area. What else do we need, right? So you can go long right here. Problem is, see, 280 we were debating to go long at 280, you know. That after waiting I took a long here at 282, you know. But then my idea was not to hold for reversal, because at that time ES was at 67, in the middle of the zone, right? So technically it can go up and the first hour low become a resistance. See, this is the first hour low, became a resistance, see. So that's why, you know, this is only like up to 300, 315 or so. That is what I said in Discord. Then it went down to 260, 245. Those are the levels I gave it. At that time ES now came into this area, you know. What time it was, like 10:44. So ES was, right, was it 10:44? 10:50, right? So ES was here, see. So ES did not come here, right? So because there are some days when NQ goes to the good support, ES doesn't, and it bounces, and then later on they come. At that time NQ will come to the same level, but ES will go lower to touch this main support and then it bounce, right? So either you miss this, because price can technically go up to here, then come down, right? But NQ was in a good support, so I took the long in NQ right here at 10:44. So does in ES also, just because of NQ, okay? Then price went higher, ES went to the first hour high where it was rejecting it, see here, right there, right? NQ also went to 292, right? And then it was this our line, and then it was also getting rejection. So I choose to hold my NQ, right? But I let go my ES, okay? Then when it went down here, finally into the support, where, see, the first time NQ went to support, ES was in the middle. Now ES went into a 64 level, NQ was holding to 60. See, that was the combination. 260 here at 10:44. I was looking ES here. I didn't get it. This time, this guy came to support, which I wanted to see, and NQ was at 260. See, now they are in a match, right? So that was the trade, was right here. If you missed previous trade, okay, I was already holding it here, but I was watching here when ES came there, right? I was watching NQ, so I took the trade in ES because NQ I was already long, so I took the trade in ES and I built out right here at the breakout time. Remember, it's a fail breakout, fail breakdown possibility today, right? So now it can technically tank, okay, up to maybe here or here, then it can bounce, right, depending, because NQ is deadly here, right, because NQ was touching 322 first hour low first time here. So what if, like ES, it choose to go down one more round trip, you know, because at that time it was what, 1 o'clock. So 1 to 2 it can go down and then it can go up, right? So it makes sense to bail out if I am holding it here, because now 64 to 76 I was getting 10 points, right? In NQ I was getting sizable point, right? So I bailed out both of them, right? Then it will be difficult, since I was profitable in these two trades and these trades, right? I don't trade a lot after once I am profitable, you know. So, and only anyway I was not planning to trade. So there is no trade here, but now I was watching these things, okay? So now let's say if you miss the trade, you did not take any trades or anything, you are just coming after 130 or so and you are looking at this, right? Then it makes sense to go long here and put a stop here, you know, and then wait for, you just basically not looking at the price action at that point. You're looking for reversal back to the top, at least up to this area, 89, you know, that's it. So to justify your stop loss, right, you have to justify your stop loss. So 89, see here, that's your target. So if you put a stop loss here, 67 to 73, right? 6 point stop, 12 point target, 2 to 1 at least, right? So 72 to 89, which will give you 12 points, more than that, right? So that's it, you know. Now NQ I wouldn't go long here, you know, because NQ did not come down here. See, if at the same time if NQ was coming down here at this level, then yes, you can make a case for NQ to go long. See, ES came down here, but NQ did not. Okay, so there is no trade in NQ, but ES you can make a trade here. Okay, at that point, once you go long in ES, you have to make sure NQ, okay, not make sure, there is always a risk here for this trade. See why I did not take a trade, because there was a good setup here, right? But I was profitable for the day. I already had my 2 trades. And the third reason was, what if NQ choose to come here? Then it will bring down ES all the way up to here, right? At that time, I might have taken a long here because my risk is very low, right? So then I would have taken a long in ES, not in NQ. See, it's all about the risk, because NQ's risk is all the way from here to here. ES is risk from here to here. See, so it's always about risk reward, you know. So that was the reason I didn't take it, for 3 reasons. Okay, but it was a good setup though. Okay, so and that be all for today. Now tomorrow, you know, I already gave a levels in Discord. You know, there are only few levels, handful of, I would say 5-6 levels, single lines in ES, and NQ same thing. That's it. Either they are going to give 1 trade tomorrow, you know, and that be all for today. So we'll see. You know? I'll let you know at Discord or Twitter.